So actually what I am trying to find out also, not only the semantics, and also the basic concept of what is called linguistic criticism. Linguistic criticism means appreciating point. Yeah, right, I will stop with that. Yeah, definitely I will do. I will follow. There's no problem for me. And this is that kind of thing. The concept of the basic elements of what is now popularly known linguistic criticism is found in Tolkapiam like that. So overall I said lexical, syntactical, discourse semantics. So there the various kinds are there, and I am trying to say something like that. Thank you very much. I will stop. I strictly follow that. There's no problem for me.
Sir,
it's a very interesting paper. He is my teacher, so with some right I can discuss with him. So he has beautifully analyzed the semantic concepts that were referred to in Tolkapiam, both section 8 and 12. But coming to the Puruladigaram, I think we can think in a different way. Instead of simply pushing aside like the syntactic semantics, because you are not touched upon about Ullurai and Irachi, because that is also part of the Kutru. And if you want to include that, I would suggest instead of using the word discourse, you can think about in terms of pragmatics. Because in pragmatics, especially literary pragmatics, the speaker he has some intention to convey to the other one. But funnily, what we have here in the Sangam tradition, the hearer is not present. So it is addressed to somebody, but he is not there, but we are the listeners. So in this way, the literary pragmatic theory will be very helpful to us in understanding the Puruladigaram aspect of semantics, and the Eduthu aspect, as you said, the lexical semantics and whatever it is there very clear. But coming to the Puruladigaram, I feel that pragmatic approach will be more useful in bringing out his concept, because we have not touched upon the other aspects of meaning aspect.
This is a discourse, and this is general term. My term is discourse is a part of that pragmatics. That is only, when you say pioneer, definitely is a pragmatics involved there. That is very, very important thing. And also, as Professor Venugopal pointed out, there is a skateboard, but it is indirect. They are not there. So it is there. That because I am using the term linguistic semantics, I have not brought the term pragmatics. That is part of that. It is the discourse semantics, a wider term, as a part of that is there. That kind of there.
About form and meaning and appropriacy. Now I would just like to know, I am a teacher, I would like to know how this will impact the teaching of grammar, pedagogic grammar in schools now. Can you do something about, because our children are finding it very difficult to master Tamil. So can you suggest new ways of teaching grammar using appropriacy, form, meaning and discourse? Thank you.
I have no experience in that field. I don't know. I have not that one.
That's honest.
No. If at all, if you are interested, say, I have no experience, I am not interested in the area. But at the same time, what I am now doing, linguistic criticism. If you are interested, how through grammar you can teach poetry, I can teach. That I can do. Even well known, I don't know, as a Hindu, I say, Pagum Telivenum Pagum Parpimive. Then you can how they teach that poem to the children, saying some linguistic technique, some terms. So that I can do. Now, I have no experience, and I am not in my area of specialization, so I can't help you that one. But as I said, I am doing research on linguistic criticism, poetry. I can say how you can use some basic knowledge of grammar, teach poetry. That's all I can say. If you are there, if you are interested, I have written some books on that. You can read that. That's all I can.
My submission is that there should be a via media between linguist grammar and pedagogic grammar.
It is not my area of research, so I can't help you. You ask somebody, appropriate person. That's all I can tell. That's all. So how can I help you? without, I don't know anything. How can I help you? I am a blind person in that aspect. Thank you very much.
Now we have to come to the final paper. Atete speaker Cristina Moro, Ivange Italinata Sanda Vanga, Anga Morial Parice PhD Mudicitange, Ipo Chennai Erika Semori Nirvanam Ivangelagor, 1 year fellowship Kudutange, and August Lerende or Varisha Madras Ledepange, Evangelo de Kadurai or grammatical analysis of the verb kol in Tamil, both as a lexical and auxiliary verb.
In the framework of a 3-year research, okay. I should start. Yes. Thanks. Just. Fine. Yes, it is. Thank you. Welcome. In the framework of a 3-year research, I'm working on Tamil morphology in an historical perspective. In analyzing some late Middle Tamil text, I bumped in some verbal morphemes which would be explicable in their historical evolution in terms of grammaticalization theory. The aim of the present paper is to give a partial reconstruction of the polygrammaticalization phenomenon which interested the verb kol in Tamil. The claim of the paper is that multiplicity of grammatical functions of kol observed in the synchronic grammar of Tamil can be plotted on several grammaticalization chains, the components of which have already been recognized in the verbal morphology of other languages of the world. We need to clarify what grammaticalization is for the understanding of polygrammaticalization. So what is grammaticalization? Consists in the increase of the range of morpheme advancing from lexical to grammatical or from lexical grammatical to a more grammatical status, as quoted from Ein 2003. And in grammaticalization can be represented in the following chain. So from a lexical grammatical to a more grammatical item, and what is polygrammaticalization? According to Craig, 1991, he defined the polygrammaticalization as the phenomenon through which a single word is the source of multiple grammatical chains, giving origin to several grammatical morphemes. According to Hein and Kuteva, 2005, and Hopper and Trudeau, 2003, polygrammaticalization can also be defined as a process starting from a source and generating several outcomes which are functionally different. If the meaning of the verb kol is looked up in the Madras Tamil lexicon, 16 different definitions of this verb as transitive and 2 more as intransitive verb are given. Among the 16 meanings, I focus my attention on number 1, to sight, number 2, to receive, number 4, to acquire, to take possession of, semantically close to obtain, and number 7, to hold, to contain, which is semantically close to the verb to keep. In Kriya Dictionary, there are listed 14 meanings as lexical verb and 4 meanings as an auxiliary. I focus my attention on number 4, to keep, and number 9, to take. This choice has been motivated by the outcomes derived from those grammatical chains which Ein and Kuteva, 2002, have found cross-linguistically. These authors have demonstrated how in different world languages, for example, the verb to keep and to hold are the source of bound morphemes in tense, mood, and aspect verbal system. The